How do I keep my man or my boyfriend from looking at other girls, other women? Now, here's the truth to all this. You can't. Like, for example, do you look at women? Do you look at girls? I'm assuming mostly women are watching this, possibly men and boys. But, like, for example, when you see your friend wearing a beautiful dress, do you look at her? When you're walking down the street, you see someone with great heels, do you look at her? When you see an Instagram picture and you look at a girl and you like her shapes and what she's doing, do you look at her? And then do you look at another picture, and you see she's friends with someone else, and you look at that picture, and for some reason you continue to do this. It might make you feel good, it might make you feel bad, it might make you judge yourself or something, or even judge that person. But you find yourself, even if you're a completely straight girl or woman, still looking at other girls and women. You are attracted in a sense. You might not like have complete sexual attraction, mean that you would sleep with this person, but for some reason you're drawn to her feminine essence, the way that she looks, the way she's putting on makeup, her curves. There's something very magnetic and attractive about feminine energy. There's something very attractive about women and girls. So it's a natural thing, even if you're not gay or bi or whatever. But for some reason, when it comes to men, boys, probably it's more difficult because of these reasons. You're afraid he might act on it, or that truly that this woman is more beautiful than you are, or you're not good enough, or something like that. This is something that's going to really help you, because if you're watching this video, more likely you probably want to figure it out and maybe have some way to rectify it. Now, I made a video probably a year and a half ago where I think it was called, Why Does He Look at Other Women? And I had more dislikes on that video than any other video. And I wasn't communicating from my own biased perspective. I was coming from a biological, anthropological perspective, like talking about how we've come to survive as a species. Like there's this there's this energy that draws us so we can procreate. And I still got negative, I guess you say, comments and a lot of dislikes. So I'm hoping in this video, if you're watching this, are more open-minded. So here's another perspective. And this is a great way to think of it for a moment. Let me pull out my car keys. So, and it's funny, I'm going to pull out this car key. I mean, not car key, but house key. Look at that, okay? Now, look at the very front hook. The very front hook of this, okay? So imagine the front hook being sexuality. So if you don't have sexual attraction, the rest doesn't work. It doesn't open up the lock. It doesn't, open up the door. So if you're not sexually attracted to a man or woman, then they go into the friend zone. It doesn't work. The relationship never works. So you need to first have that first hook. Otherwise, the rest don't make it open up. So that's important to have in a relationship. But also, keep in mind with that little hook there, that's the primal. That's like the human animal. That's I guess you say it's not low as this, in the sense where it's bad, but it's definitely not a relationship in a heart or to full consciousness. What I mean by that, if your relationship is based on the first step, the first, I guess, attraction, which is chemistry, biology, then in that, of course, the sex is never going to be enough. Of course, you're never going to be attractive enough to your boyfriend or your husband, because it's all based on physical attraction. So, of course, a man would be looking at another woman because he's of course, if you're with the same person all the time and you don't get to know her fully in her heart, if the relationship doesn't go beyond like just the physical, you get bored. You might try to find kinky ways to spice up the sex life, or I don't know, other role play. But the reality is that it can't go any higher. It can't evolve. So if you're attracting men from that place, men who just want you for your body, who use you like an object, of course you'd feel, I guess, a little bit insecure. Because first off, he might be violating your body, like just having sex with you without really liking you and wanting to get to know you. And it's of course it's going to become the same for him. It can't get any better than that. If you fear that, then also you might be at that level, meaning that you're coming from that very animalistic place. Because think about this for a moment. If you're at that very primal place, you're a man, whether you're on a pill or not, whether you ever decide to have kids or not, or if you're watching this, you're older, and you can't have kids, it's that if you get pregnant with a man, then you're basically going to have to, I guess, have this child for life, or at least say 18 years. That, in other words, also, you only can bear so many children in this lifetime. So you have to be more selective with a man whom you're sleeping with. Also, if he's to be the provider and protector, then obviously you don't want him to sleep with other women. You don't want him to go out there because you want him to be able to provide and protect for you. Now, you might be hearing this and thinking, well, I'm independent. I make my own money. I don't really need a man for that. But if you're coming from that primal place, then you will be more insecure unconsciously. You will be more insecure unconsciously because you don't want him to go out. It could affect your well-being. It could affect your sense of self and what happens to your children. Remember, even if you never plan on having children, it's a biological response. So you have to be able to learn how to override your biology and rise above that to where you know your worthiness and who you are as a woman is beyond that. You're not an object. No matter what, there's going to be another woman out there who has bigger breasts, or to the man may be better because of the way that it's perky or whatever, or maybe your man likes a bigger butt or a flat butt. Who cares? Like, they're looking at that woman like an object, and you don't want to be seen as an object. I'm not saying don't look beautiful, but no matter what, you need to look beautiful to yourself, and you have to respect yourself in your heart, and you have to see yourself as a fully integrated woman, meaning that you have something more to give than just your body. If you just have your looks and your body to give, then of course you're going to be insecure, because there's always going to be another woman who looks prettier, or maybe it's just different. Men need a lot more variety if they get bored of you. Men need a lot more variety if you're just an object. But if you have so much more to give, if you have so much more variety within yourself, just who you are as a person, your personality, you challenge him to grow, you're enough. You will be enough, meaning that you'll be his best option. So I hope this helps you, and if it does, leave some comments. If you disagree, you can leave those comments also. But again, this video was made to help the women and the girls out there to just really look at your own worthiness and know that you're beautiful as you are.